this school. Well, first let me do this. I'd like to welcome everyone here again, all the CAC leaders, all the community leaders, all the non-profit organizations that are here, as well as the RPD staff, because, man, I tell you, when you take time out of your busy schedules to come here, we would like to say thank you. Thank you very much. I think it definitely speaks highly of everyone in this room, not taking anything away from anyone who's not here, that you've dedicated this time, that you've come here with us, because we know there's an exciting time at RPD. It's an exciting time, you know, during the time of Christmas. So we thank you again for being here to talk about some of the historical things that are happening. And I'm sure you may have the question, is for those who don't have those 5-year strategy plans, you have the question, well, how do we get to this? You know, back in November, sometime last year, the chief decided that he wanted to engage the communities, and he had 28 meetings throughout the city to talk about some of the issues and some of the things that were going on in the communities. He had them to prioritize them, and some of you were in some of those meetings, and you used some of your dots. And you took some of your dots and you put them on that white piece of paper, and we took that information and we brought that information back. But you know what? With the vision that he had, he didn't stop there. He also took that internally, and he brainstormed with the fine officers here at the Raleigh Police Department and the non-sworn personnel that are here, and he did the same thing. And with that information, we took this with the command staff and UNC, with the help of UNC School of Government, and we prioritized all that information and came up with 57 strategies. And that's what some of the stuff that's in your packet that's before you, and which our Chief Dolan, is going to go over with you. So the task, I would say, was arduous. It was long. It was hard. And some of you who were in those meetings, man, I tell you, we put you guys to work. And Mr. Turner, I remember coming over to you at the East CAC, and man, you guys were serious about working at Chastine back there, going to Chastine and being in those small groups. We saw something that we definitely wanted to capitalize on, and we captured, we believe, in this living document, in this 5-year strategy. Because, you know, they said that the people without vision, they perish. But you'll see, as Chief comes up to speak to you, that there's a lot of vision and a lot of things that are happening here in Raleigh because of you, because of our communities, because of our RPD officers, because of the non-sworn staff that we're definitely dedicated to, that we're going to see to come to full fruition. So again, thank you, and that's all I have for you right now. I'll introduce Chief Dolan.
Thank you, Michael. Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Go on in, make a right turn, keep going 2 blocks and make a left, please. Handouts are on the right and coffee's on the back. You know, I know that Jim Chagru said it and Michael Ballin said it, but before Christmas, for you to take time to have this many people coming out and just hear about what's going on in the police department means a lot to us. And I want to tell you that I do regret that we had to do it so quickly, is that we want, before a lot of things start going into the media, for you to have a briefing with me so that when you're asked the questions, you'll feel comfortable, and this is what we've got going on. You're our leaders, and I know that our command staff has been spreading some of the information out with you, sharing with you, but here's a great opportunity for us to have some questions answered. So we're going to try to keep to that 1-hour goal that we always have at our meetings. I'm going to go on a bit of a rocket docket to give you some general information, and then I'd like to open it up for some questions and answers. But I think we should all do some introductions. Of course, you know me as Harry Dolan, your humble police chief. You met Jim Chagru, who's the Director of Communications for the Police Department. Jim's office contains internal communications, which is Dawn Myers, and external, which is Laura Horgan. Michael Ballin is our Community Policing Coordinator. You probably saw him on TV yesterday at the press conference. He was quoted in the paper today, and we're giving him a hard time, as hard and as fast as we can for that. We also have with us Corporal Odette. If you'll see the fellow in the back being real quiet, he's the one that put this whole meeting together. So Corporal, thank you. We got to give you a hand, because you know we don't thank the people that make sure everything gets done right. And we also have our command staff and some of our officers. So if you would just stand up very briefly, commanders, and just give your name so everybody knows who you are and what areas you're with, starting with